So just let your body totally feel supported by these chairs. Scan your head to the tip of your toes, just slowly, and relax. If there's anywhere that you have tension, relax into it. And as the whole of your body starts to get more relaxed, see if you can feel micro tensions. Little areas that you didn't even know you're holding on to tension. And feel comfortable. Feel safe. And while you are in your body, allow yourself to feel safe enough to be the energy that your bodies are made from. Everybody's. Mine, yours. We are all comprised of beyond genius, super intelligence that operates our bodies unconditionally, whether we're sleeping or walking around during the day. That energy is on. It is intelligence. And it's not random energy. It is super intelligent. Meaning, even if you aren't paying attention to it, it's still working itself out. It's causing your heart to beat, causing all of your organs to work together with incredible precision and full-time communication. So just relax even more, knowing that you and who you think you are you are connected to this, you are it. How can we be so intelligent, yet at the same time feel so distracted? Like we're not connected to it. That's only an illusion. We are always in connection with it. So you're relaxed. You feel safe. And slow your breathing down. Just slow inhale. Slow exhale. Just breathe deeper and slower. And you're choosing to be a participant in an involuntary process. Meaning that your respiratory system is causing you to breathe, whether you know it or not. It is an involuntary function of your nervous system. And you are voluntarily choosing to be in tune with it, to breathe with it. And when we voluntarily choose to get into harmony with involuntary responses of our body, that is when we choose to consciously decide that we are going to consciously get in tune with all of these involuntary responses throughout our body. And the more that we do that, the more we bridge that gap between the illusion of who we think we are, the little tiny self, person that lives their life every day, used to all the things, our habits, routine, and what we are, this super intelligence. So when we take who we are and we intentionally choose to emerge it into what we are, that's where tremendously powerful and profound things start happening. We are choosing to consciously exercise our muscles of perception. And the more that we do that, the more everything in our lives starts becoming self-evident. Not only do we begin to know the part of us that is this internal superintelligence, we begin to merge with it, and we know ourselves and what we're capable of by being aware in these bodies. And it's not just superintelligence. The only way to really reference it is to say that it's miraculous. Because what this energy that is causing all these complex systems of our body to work together, the amount of complexity of variables, of dimensions that are all working together to allow us to exist in these bodies is a miracle. If we suddenly begin to know all of what we are right now, we would overload. It would be too much information to process all at once. And that's why we go slow, we pace ourselves, we stay consistent. And that way we enable our own state of awareness to really integrate the amplitude of this miracle that we are. So you're relaxed, you're in your body, you feel safe, you're breathing slower and deeper. And after everything that was just shared, to even try to consider it, it's almost like it's funny the cliche cosmic joke, because how could we all be so advanced and yet hardly know it? It's not really the paradox of life. It's just a temporary situation. Because, again, we are this miracle. And by our birthright, we can choose to be all of what we are without anybody's permission. Regardless of what others say, no matter how much the world has institutionalized them. This isn't about them. This life, for most, is how this super intelligence, this energy, soul, it's about how it evolves through this life. Because it is evolving. And some would say that it's devolving. And it makes sense. Some would say that it's neutral. But when you become conscious of your true nature, then you absolutely evolve. And that puts you into a small category of individual who choose this, even though it seems to go against the flow of society, of what the world wants us to be. Yeah, definitely doesn't really go in that flow. But to the world of nature, everywhere around us, into infinity, and our own inner nature, that's really what's going on. That is the flow. In the world of men and their patriarchy and their scarcely evolved perception of self and reality prevents them from guiding us. But that is perfect. because it's pretty easy to see what that way of life is doing to our world. And from a common sense perspective, let's do the opposite of what they are doing. Because even though it seems like the path least traveled, it makes up the majority. In fact, all of it. The natural world, our inner nature, its origins make up 100% of all known and unknown reality. And so all the lessons of chaos that the world shows us what if it's simply this greater intelligence saying, hey, here's a lesson. Here's something. I'm going to show you this. And let you experience it. You shriek up and you don't want to see it. But what if you choose to love what's unlovable? To forgive what is unforgivable? Because you're not actually loving the chaos, the example that you're being shown. You're not loving them. You're loving you. You're loving the part of you that is in resistance to all the tragedy and chaos around. And when you can be at peace and witness what so many in the world who are disconnected and they feel hatred or anger, blame, instead of doing that, you take responsibility for how you perceive it. And by the light of your own awareness, you're at peace. Those terrible things external to you that cause fear, they don't have your attention anymore. And they actually want that negative attention because that's what it's built from. But we are choosing to rise above it. To recognize and remember miracle of life that we all truly are. Go within. Notice the little things, like the way the air feels when you inhale it in your nose. See if you can feel your heartbeat. Knowing you are this intelligence, feel it in your body. Your organs, your glands, all the systems of your body. This is our family. Our organs are our best friends. And when we start to communicate with them the way they're already communicating with each other, that's when we remember. And through a slower and more aware state of being, we start remembering what all of this is. How and why we are waking up, or if we already are. See so many around us who are also becoming conscious of consciousness and freeing themselves from everything that held them back. So many of us have such blessed lives. And the world tries to teach us to take it for granted. But not anymore. We're choosing to value what is undervalued. We are choosing to feel peace. While so many seem stuck in chaos. What a blessing. Our values shift. We care more. About the breath we inhale and exhale. We get so relaxed that we feel our heartbeat, and it feels amazing. To feel the sun touch our skin. To experience our body's intelligence and how it works from within and how it works and functions in the world around us. It's amazing. That's why we hear that there are places in the world where so many have so few, and yet they're content. Lack of thing causes them to celebrate life itself. Choose to feel uplifted or in love, and not because something external is happening to you or because somebody's giving you something you like or treating you a certain way. Choose to love your life for no reason except that you have chosen to. And you really begin to get that and test it out. For no reason. but choice alone. Then suddenly all your best friends and family in your body, your organs and system, you love them and they love you back. You want to talk about romance. You want to talk about love. This is where it is. And when you choose to live with the integrity of knowing that you don't need anybody or anything for you to feel uplifted, to feel joy, to feel gratitude just by being alive. That's inspiring. Feeling that and acknowledging it internally, and then feeling your own being reciprocate by action and vibration telling you it loves you. That's when you reciprocate and you love it back. And this conversation will go on forever if you're ready for that. And again, it's a choice. It's an internal job, inside job. How amazing. Be in your body while at the same time acknowledging that your inner nature is greater than all bodies. It has support from celestial bodies. Keep doing that. And eventually, there's not really anything to worry about or get stuck in. You realize what you've always known. you don't take anything personally from others. Because you are loving greater when you suffer. And without words, and by your example, others know that they too can do this. Just be at peace now. And know yourself as you are.